Hi guys, Rich Pasini from rjpasini.com. Today I want to talk to you about repackaging an item that's been unpackaged. This is a pre-owned little nativity set, and I just want to talk a little about how I'm going to repackage this thing to make sure it gets to the buyer in one piece and not in pieces. That's coming up, so just hang out. Thank you. Okay, so you get an item like this here, like this little nativity we were talking about earlier. It's been repacked. It's been packaged, of course, professionally by the company, right? And then when a person had bought it, they unpacked it, and now you picked it up at your local thrift store or yard sale, garage sale, whatever, and you need to repackage it to get it to the person in one piece and not in pieces. So here's the thing. Now, there's two ways you can go about doing this here. With this here, I'm going to take it out and show you what I'm going to do to rectify the problem. First off, the unit, when I got it, was loose. Okay, and thank God nothing had broke on it. It was a nice little unit, as you can see. It's really nice, right? It's a nice little unit. It works. It's tested. This has been purchased, and I have to ship it off to the potential buyer. And I want the buyer to get it without having any discrepancies with any problems. I got to worry about the little angel up here. If this angel wasn't here, it'd be an easy cut and dry to do, packaging. But being the little angel is there, we want to make sure, again, that little angel won't fall off or break off during shipment. We have to modify this box to make sure it's going to work and make sure it's going to be well packaged. So what I did was, this usually comes like this here. It's usually an inlay, right? It's an insert. What I'm going to do is I took it out. I did this a little ahead of time just to give myself a little heads up as to what I'll be dealing with. Okay, so you got the empty box, and it's a good thing I did take it out, folks, because you know why? Under the box, under this, right, this was underneath it here. If the person didn't take it out, you would have never known this came there. And this is basically, it's the instructions for the how to use this item. How to, I guess, put the batteries in it, and so on and so forth. So now when I can include it with it. But the problem lies is, at one point, I was going to not even bother, not that I wasn't going to bother, but I was thinking of just like repackaging, putting packaging material around in here, and maybe put a little tape alongside here and make sure it wouldn't wobble around. But what about the part if it goes this way? It goes upside down. Right now you got to worry about this thing crashing down, and the angel's going to be broken. So how I'm going to rectify that, folks, is this. If you guys know of me or heard of me doing this here, I'm kind of like the frugal eBay reseller, and I save cardboard. I save little strips like this. Matter of fact, I have a whole bag of little items like that I keep in here. I strip them, I use them out there. I strip them up and take little pieces of cardboard and I save them. And the reason why I save those there is because of things of this nature. Now, what I like to do is before I get into actually going through the process of how I'm going to fix this, I know people are probably saying I have an idea what he's going to do already, and I'm sure you do for those who are privy to what I'll be doing here. What I like to do is I also keep plastic around too. I like to wrap everything up in plastic. This way, when the buyer gets it, they know that I did put some concerted effort into making sure the item gets there nice and clean, and it also protects the item too, and it shows the buyer that hey, you care about what I'm selling. So what I'm going to do is just going to take this, cut this here like that. And I'm going to just take this plastic here, and I'm going to wrap it around here very quick. I like to wrap everything I have, folks. Anything I sell, if you bought from me in the past, people who know of me, they know that I like to wrap everything up in plastic and make sure everything is, well kept. I like it that way there. To me, it's, it's very helpful. Now, this particular plastic here, I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to stop the video. I'm going to wrap it. And then I'm going to come back and just show you quickly how I'm going to take care of the rest of it. So just hang out. I don't want to bore you with wrapping it, but it's going to take a little time here, so bear with me, okay, guys? And I'll be right back. Okay, guys, here I am. It's back. I don't want to take too much time showing you this stuff because I know sometimes my videos, they protract into a lot longer than what they expect, what I expect of them. So I taped up the thing in plastic, and now what I want to do is I'm going to use this here, and I'm going to use these strips. Okay, and the whole premise behind it is, now, see, here's what they got. I just want to go over this really quick with you, hopefully. They have two holes here, and apparently these were screwed in. Now, here's the thing that people say, well, why go all through that trouble? Just screw them in and let the buyer, take it out there and screw them. First of all, I don't think I have screws that small to fit in there. And if you screw the wrong screws in here, you could break the base here. These could crack if you don't put the right ones in there, okay? When I bought this thing here, it didn't have the screws in it, it wasn't mounted. That's why it came loose like that. So I have to retrofit this thing to make it work. So I think you guys know what I'm going to do. Here I have 2 pieces of cardboard, and you know, here's a little trick I got from doing this many a times with plastic, you know, with the things when I have to wrap stuff up. You take a roll of tape. This is a clear, you know, new roll of tape. When you get things like that there, you want to, you know, kind of like give a little, make this here a little form fitting. You take this here and you just roll the cardboard around it like this here. You roll it around. And the whole purpose of that there is, you know, it gives you a little leverage, you know, to form fit it, you know what I'm saying? Like this here, see? Now, you know what I'm going to do. You guys know what I'm going to do. And I have to do it this way because, like I said, I don't want this to be bounced around. If it comes out, it's going to get broken and stuff. You know, if it falls upside down, it's going to come out broken. So what I'm going to do is to retrofit it. I had to cut these early. I had to cut the little tab, not the tabs. I had to cut the tape because these were taped up like that. So what I do is I cut this, you know, the other side off. And I'm going to do is I'm going to slide this end here in here. Well, actually, yeah, like this here. I'm going to slide this in on here. I have to use the other piece of cardboard because, like I said, this kind of came out a little shallow. And I'm going to go with the other one like this here. Okay, just to give you a little idea of what's going on here. I think you can see what I'm talking about. So you see here, you see what's going on. That's how it's going to look on the bottom of the box, right? Okay, but I need something to brace it. Now people say, well, you could just bend this tab in and tape it. I could do that, but if the tape unfolds, it's going to have a problem. It could end up, you know, getting loose and falling off. So what I want to do is, I want to take one side here like this, and I'm going to do is take one side like this. I'm going to tape it really good. I'm going to tape these two together, okay? All right, so I've got my tape gun over here. I know it seems like a lot of work, folks. People may say, well, me, I wouldn't go all through that there. I'd rather just take the, try taking a camera with the screws. But again, if the buyer gets it and they're not familiar that it's mounted like that, they could break it. And then if they break it, they're going to probably complain to you. In some cases, people might say, well, it wouldn't be your fault. That's their fault that they didn't unpackage it properly. That's true, but I want to make things a little easy for the people, you know, my buyers. So what I'm going to do is now is I could feed this through here again, through the box. Now I got a little more extra leeway to play around with here. And the excess, now I can adjust it. What I want to do now is take the unit, after it's been wrapped up, of course. Just going to put a little more tape on the side there. I like to make sure it's pretty well taped up. Not that it matters, but it's not going to do anything that it can't hurt anyway, right? Okay, so now it's still wrapped up. I'm going to place the unit in here. And again, the reason why I do it with the cardboard and do it this way is because I have that little angel. If the angel wasn't there, it would be a lot more easier to do. It has to. I had to cut it enough where it's going to stay like that there. You see what I'm saying? Now people may say, well, it can move around and the cardboard could cut, you know, break the angel too. That's true. That is true. But hopefully, I'm hoping that it won't get to that point. Although it would always hope a lot of things, and it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to always work that way. But for the most part, I think this will work pretty good. So once you get it pretty much like that, you can see I'm tipping it over. I didn't even tape it yet, and it's not moving. Okay, and that's what I'm looking for. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to maybe position it a little better. Again, I got to be careful with when I'm doing this here because again, you don't want to break that angel. I might want to try to pin them up or tape them up where they're both same equal amount. You know, like they both come together equally. Okay, so I'm just going to move this down a little like this here. You know, these little tricks help out, folks. I mean, I know a lot of people might have different methods on doing stuff like this here, but you know, as you go along, you learn with this type of business. All right, I got to like tighten this up now on both ends here because this little guy keeps shifting back and forth. And the thing is, you know, the way to avoid it too is after this thing does get tied down, you might want to do is put a little piece of cardboard over here in the back, and I'm going to show you that's what I'm going to do because this guy is going to he's going to end up falling out. Another way to keep it really firm in here too, now that I'm looking at it, the more, as I said, the more you look at these things, the better, you know, you get a better insight on how to do it. What I'm going to do now is just thinking about it because I don't like the way it, you know, flopping around over this. What I'm going to do is, just to give you a little heads up here, I'm going to go like this here, and I'm going to take the tape. I'm going to take the clear tape. I know the buyer might drive the buyer crazy, but you know what? the buyer will also understand too that I'm taking precaution when it comes to shipping stuff like this out. What I'm going to do is, being the tape is on here, I'm going to go like this, wrap this on this side here, like this, right? Wrap that like that on that side. This way now it'll be tucked on there, and I'm going to get the other side and do the same thing. This way I'll have it, you'll see what I'm talking about. You got that there. And you know what? Just to keep this, and just another thing too, a good idea. I'm worried about this thing sliding back and forth. I'm going to move it to the end over here, a little up to the end, and tape it back there. Okay. A lot of people may say, you know what, I'd rather just try to go with the screws. And you could. That's totally up to you. It's your call. The way you package is it's your call. So, as you can see, I didn't go near the angel, but I put the tape over here and over here to keep it from moving around. Okay. So now I got the two sides. Now, if I really want to make sure it's really secure in there, what I'm going to do is to play it on the safe side. I'm even going to tape on the sides. All right. I know it's a lot to do, folks, but I don't get these all the time. And it's the same thing with you guys. If you guys get these things and you don't sell a lot of them and you go through the trouble, if you had hundreds of these to do with this, first off, you're not going to go all through this what I'm going through, but you want to make sure, again, you want to ensure that it's going to get to the buyer in one piece, not in pieces. That's what I always say. Now I feel confident, to be honest with you. I really do feel confident because I feel like even if this does shift, even if it does shift, it's going to be hung up like this. All right, now, and this is basically talking about retrofitting the box, okay, the way it was repackaged. So I'm going to move this over here. Here is the tabs where it goes, right? Yeah, the tabs are like this that come through here. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take the tabs I got here. I did here. Let me just move this right here. I don't want to break that angel. Let me go like this here. Oops, and go like this. I know, folks, it seems like a lot. A lot of people may say, I don't think I'm going to go that route. And that's okay. That's totally understandable. I understand, you know, if you don't want to do it that way, that's okay. The only thing I say with that is, in some cases, is if you don't go that route, or you decide to go that route, and it does work, you know, where you're going to have a problem later on with the buyer complaining, oh, I got it upside down. Hold it, folks. I got it upside down. Got it wrong. I thought the tab was a little odd over here. Okay. You're going to deal with the situation where the buyer is going to probably complain most likely if they receive the item damaged. That's what we're trying to avoid here. That's why I'm doing this here. I go through this extreme to make sure it gets to the buyer, as I always say, in one piece and not in pieces. Okay. All right. That's what threw me off, folks. I had the wrong side. Okay. So again, you go like this here. I'm pulling the tabs through here. All right. And this could work if you get stuff like this here, folks, where you're having packages that, you know, have to be repackaged or retrofitted to do that. See, now when you put it in a box, right, look, nothing happens. Okay, all right, I didn't tape it up yet, but I'm going to tape it. I'm going to show you what I do here. But, you know, this is a good idea of doing it this way. Again, you know, people can say, yeah, but I could just put the two screws in there and I'm done, and I'll be done. You're sitting here wasting time, fiddling around, wrapping stuff up, making plastic cutout, you know, cardboard cutouts and stuff like that. But the thing is, though, I don't want to go through with the screws. Because for the simple reason is, I don't know if those screws are going to, you know, if they don't know how to do it, they pull it out, they could break the bottom of the base. Okay? And if they send it back to me broken like that, I really don't want to accept things like that. That's not the way I want to do it. So anyway, what I'm going to do is now, after I tape it up really good here, I'll get my tape gun here. I'm going to go like this. I know it's a lot of work, folks, but you know what? In the end, deer is cheap in the long run, right? Okay. And this is for you guys. Now, whether you want to follow this idea, this way you're doing it, it's totally up to you. I don't, you know, I throw it out there for you guys. If you don't want to do it, that's up to you. I don't want to, you know what it is with me? I want to avoid problems. I don't want to have this thing coming back to me and the buyer says, well, I bought that thing from you and the item came back and it was damaged. I try to avoid that. I really don't want to get to that extreme. If you look at my followings up on eBay, I don't really have that many returns. And if I do have returns that come back, it's one of the two things. Either the buyer decided they didn't want the item, or it came back because they said it was a defect, not working, and we know where that goes all the time, because 9 out of 10, something's not, I don't sell defective items, and something was defective or something was non-working, I would definitely tell you ahead of time, so you wouldn't be have any surprises as to when it got to your place of residence. Okay, so, you know, yeah, when the buyer gets it, they're going to have to go over a little. I'm doing this because I don't want the tape to loosen up. For some apparent reason, this tape is not the greatest tape. I don't know what it is, but sometimes it doesn't always hold. Okay, so now we retrofitted it. Okay, you can see it's not going to fall. If it does drop, it's going to be in another box, of course. I don't even have to, you know what, I was going to say I was going to put cardboard back there, but that might make the thing harder, you know, more heavier. I don't need to do that. I mean, yeah, I could if I really want to. I could put something back there, but I don't really need to do that because it's pretty packaged in there pretty well. I could do is put a little piece of paper in there, you know, just to give it a little, you know, rigidity in case it does. Maybe I might do that there. I got paper laying around over here. That's what I would probably end up doing maybe with that. Again, if you want to tape the sides up, you could redo it, you know, retape the sides up like that there. But I want to make it a little easy for the buyer so they have to go bother cutting the tape, okay? And that's how you retrofit the box. And you know, like I said again, once you do that, you're pretty much good to go. This item is all ready to be shipped out. And that's what I do. That's why I do what I do. Okay, and you can see here when it goes in. Okay, it's going to go back into the original box, of course. Now, even if I was to ship out this, throw it in another box, it's already in there. It looks good, and it's got the clear plastic on lids. It's not going to go anywhere, folks. Look, you could, even if it's upside down, even if it drops, look at this. Even if it drops, it's not loosening up. Look at that. See? So this video was basically about retrofitting an item that was once packed and it was unpacked, and now you're trying, you know, you want to make sure you're going to, you know, repackage it in a way where it's going to get to the buyer, as I always say, in one piece, not in pieces. If this does come back somehow by some unforeseen future, you know, comes back and it is damaged, I will be very surprised, and I will keep you guys up on it. I don't foresee that happening right now because of the way I packaged it. My main concern with packaging this thing, with little things like this, and for yourselves, folks, is the little angel. I didn't want the little angel broken. That's why I had to take that cardboard and, you know, think about how I was going to do it. I was thinking about the screws. You have to put the screws on the bottom, but, you know, I said it's not worth it because they get it, they might take it out, and they might break the bottom of the base. This way here, they could just cut the bottom, you know, the cardboard, and they're good to go. I don't think they're going to save the box. They could, maybe they would. I don't know. Anyway, guys, in case you like, you know, if you like this video and if you thought it helped out in any way, you know, you want to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have you as a subscriber. And if you like what I do with these videos, you want to give me a thumbs up, that's great. If you don't, that's fine too. I appreciate you just stopping by and checking out the video. I do these videos on occasion, like the do-it-yourself videos. I do some other stuff too. It's not always particular about eBay, but this is in relationship to eBay because this has been sold, and it's going to be going out today. And I want to make sure, like I said again, it gets to the buyer in one piece and not in pieces. It will go into another box that will be packaged well. I might put cardboard over on the side just to protect the face from getting broken here. And that's basically it. But if you don't know, for those who don't know, my name is Rich Pasini from rjpasini.com, and plus I go by the eBay user ID. I will drop the links below. It's shop-rjpasini-for-great-deals. I know it's got a lot of dashes in there, right? Eventually I will change it, but at this time, as I always say in my videos, not just yet. But I just hope you guys who do follow me, and to the new followers, subscribers, I should say, thank you very much. I really appreciate you guys, you know, subscribing to my channel. I hope you get something out of it. I also do the reseller news, and the reseller news basically talks about, you know, the things that's going on in e-commerce. If you guys get anything out of it, that's great. I really, you know, appreciate that. You know, if you leave comments too, if you want. Not too many people leave comments, I notice, on my YouTube channel. Maybe they don't have nothing, you know, maybe it's not comment worthy, I don't know. But it is what it is. I do it out, I throw it out there for you guys. If you know, you like what I put out, that's fine. If you don't, that's fine. You know, I mean, I know with my subscriptions for subscribers, they go up and down. Maybe they don't like the content I put out. Maybe they don't like me, I don't know. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Anyway, I do it as, like I said, I do it as a good gesture, and I thought maybe you know, people would be, you know, interested in knowing a little about what's going on in e-commerce. Again, I cover other topics as well. If you look at, I think this will be like 441 videos I did with this one adding on to it. They're all different, but a lot of them, a good majority of them are eBay related. Like I said, I do stuff with photography, and I did something with videos and stuff like that. I love making videos, as you could tell. I love doing videos. At one point, I wasn't even going to do a video about this type of packaging stuff, but I said, maybe there might be somebody out there that might need an idea, if I could share some things with you guys and you get something out of it, it makes me happy inside. I really appreciate, helping people out, and I appreciate your feedbacks if you want to leave feedbacks to me. I have a Facebook channel if you want to check into that. I'll drop all the links below for Twitter and Facebook and stuff like that. That's called the eBay Top Rated Seller Group. Everybody, it's an open forum. Anybody's welcome to join. I do screen some of the people that do want to join. In the past, I had people signing up for it thinking it was a dating site, and I had some people going on there and putting photos that I'm not saying bad photos, but it looked like something you would use on a dating site, and I don't really allow stuff like that. That eBay Top Rated Seller group is for people who want to learn about eBay. I do have some Amazon people on it as well that joined. It's not a big group. That even that fluctuates too. That goes up. I had 354, and now it's down to 352. Again, I don't know. I mean, I try to put content out there for everybody, to share with people. Maybe it's not the content they're looking for, but again, if you want to subscribe and join it, and you want to add to it, please do. I mean, it's a welcome and an open forum for people. Like I said, again, it's not a dating site, but if you do have questions, stuff like that, there are a lot of talented, I believe anyway, a lot of talented people on that group that will help. I am the moderator and the founder of it, and I'm more than happy to have, the more the merrier. The more we like you said, united we stand, divided we fall type of thing. So the more I can get people in there, experienced sellers, be it on Amazon, Etsy, whatever it may be, you're more than welcome to join up. And as a matter of fact, I probably do have some Etsy sellers there, and Amazon people. There are Amazon people on there as well. So it's not just strictly quote unquote for eBay. And the same thing with Twitter. I have a Twitter account too, for rjpasini.com. I share things with people. Once in a while I talk about certain things on there. Not all the time. I mean, I'm not one of these people that are on Twitter 24/7. I'm not one of these type of people. I like to always constantly tweet certain things unless it's something of interest. But anyway, guys, thanks for stopping by. I hope again this helped you out. And this video was in regard to repackaging an item that's been unpackaged. And again, this item here, I see no doubt that it should get to the buyer in one piece, not in pieces. You can see nothing's happening with it. I mean, I could just like do this here and nothing's loosening up in there. I don't really want to do that too much, but I'm just trying to show you. What I worry about is the little angel falling down and breaking, but that's not going to happen, not the way I did it. Anyway, guys, thanks again for stopping by. Take care. If I don't talk to you in another video, have a great holiday. I wish you all the best and a happy and a healthy new year. And that's basically it, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Thanks again for stopping by. Take care now. Bye-bye.